Here we are on this beautiful spring day in the Tower Vineyard here on St. James Winery in St. James, Missouri. We're talking strawberries, and it's that time of year in Missouri right now. If you want to talk about real fruit, real good, it's this award-winning wine from St. James Winery. Strawberry wine, the real essence, the fruit-forward flavor profile of real strawberry. This time of year, what goes great with strawberry? The celery stalk-like rhubarb. Rhubarb, you can tell that this is wild picked because of its beautiful rose color. If it was a hothouse variety, it'd be a little pinker. Still delicious, but the wild grown has such a distinct and deep, deep flavor. Combined with strawberries, it's going to make a killer, killer dish. Now, traditionally, it's been the strawberry rhubarb pie. Today, we're going to make a savory sauce that's going to complement an elk rib. So stay with me. This is beautiful Missouri-raised elk. I have the loin, which has been taking off the rib. Both beautiful cuts. In your mind, think lamb rib chops, just as delicate, just as tender, but with a more pronounced flavor, more like venison. As a matter of fact, in some parts of the country, when people say venison, it can actively be interchanged with elk, caribou, antelope, and of course, the domestically raised venison. But today, we're really going to feature this beautiful cut, this Missouri elk, and we're going to garnish it with this strawberry rhubarb sauce. So to get it started, we're just going to take a little olive oil, rub it into the loin, a little salt, a little bit of pepper, it's important to get a good seasoning on. We're going to let this marinate for about 10 or 15 minutes. Try to get some of those spices, some of those herbs into the protein. A very heady, or what I would consider an aggressive herb, fresh rosemary. I'll go right on top. I put the whole stem right in there. Try to get the flavor. It's going to sit right there. It's going to marinate. We're talking about 45 minutes to an hour on the marination process. And then we're going to treat this today, as I said earlier, just like a lamb chop. So we're going to sear it and really get this beautiful golden brown crust. We'll turn it over, we'll let it cook a little bit more, and then we'll let it rest, and we'll be able to slice it into these beautiful, beautiful rib chops. So let's let that marinate just for a bit, and we can go on and start the rhubarb sauce. This rhubarb sauce is just streaming with flavor. It's beautiful, beautiful strawberry. We're going to use a very ample 16 ounces, 2 full cups of this beautiful strawberry wine from St. James Winery. And to that, we're going to just add a little bit of sugar. That's going to help some of these young strawberries pick up some of the flavor. This is probably the first week here in Missouri that we're having these beautiful, beautiful strawberries. Just a touch of water. As the strawberry wine cooks down and reduces, I need a little bit more liquid in that sauce to be able to hold the rhubarb. So, strawberry wine, sugar, a little bit of water, and then the diced rhubarb. It's important with this rhubarb that you peel it first. The outside of the stalk can be stringy. What you'll do is you'll peel it. It has a very, very tart flavor. The strawberry wine, the sugar will help counterbalance that. And what you do is you get this beautiful, the end result is beautiful, succulent, sweet, tart fruit. Okay. After about 15 minutes, when it's cooked down a little bit, I'm going to put the fresh strawberries and the lemon juice in. If I put the strawberries in now, it's going to cook away a little too quick, and I want to be able to taste that fresh fruit at the end of this dish. Okay, now we're ready to cook the rack. If you have a large enough pan, the whole rack can fit into it. Sometimes when I'm cooking at home, I just split the rack right down the center. Makes it a little easier for us to work with. So So it's got the beautiful seasoning, the spices, salt, pepper, fresh rosemary. What we're going to do is go ahead and give that a nice brown color. That's the sound I love to hear. That sizzle when the pan's really hot is telling me that I'm going to get some really great caramelization on that rib chop. What it's going to do is brown the fat, which will then baste the protein itself. And that flavor, that caramelization adds that beautiful color. We eat with our eyes first. It goes a long, long way. It's going to take about 3 to 4 minutes on this side, and then we'll flip it over. You can really see that cooking away in there. Cast iron pan, so fantastic because of the way it conducts heat. You get an even distribution of the heat. You don't have to worry about a hot spot here, a cool spot here. We're getting really direct heat all through the pan. And then that beautiful caramelization I was talking about, it comes very, very quickly. See, the rosemary's been toasted up now. That's going to be delicious. While that's working, you can see that the strawberry wine is starting to cook down with the rhubarb and the sugar. We're going to let that go about 5–10 more minutes, and then we'll add our strawberries. We'll add a little bit of fresh lemon as well. Lemon, which is has natural affinity for strawberries, really helps lift the flavor. What you do is you get this vibrant fruit flavor. The strawberries are fresh, washed and quartered, tops removed. We're just going to add it straight away to the compote. Allow that to cook down. Just a touch of fresh lemon. All right, look at this elk. Beautiful Missouri elk. It's cooked to a perfect medium rare medium. We're going to slice this up in a minute. You can see the plate presentation coming together. There's one more component that's going to finish this dish. You have this beautiful and delicious St. James Winery strawberry wine, award-winning. But let's talk a little bit about how this works in the kitchen. There's 2 things that I look for when I'm cooking, and that's a depth of flavor, that you can really taste what I'm cooking, and a balance between sweetness and salt, lushness and acid. These wines are fantastic. In every recipe we provide, you're going to taste not only the wine, but the fruit that comes forward. You're going to taste the very essence of this product, and we're going to feature it in such a way that you can't miss it. So let's finish this dish a little bit. The strawberry wine cooking down with rhubarb, fresh strawberry, just a touch of sugar and a little bit of lemon. As a garnish for the dish, I'm just going to toast off some almonds. A dry skillet, very hot, and we're just going to put them in there just for a few minutes. We're going to roast them just so some of those natural oils come out, and you're going to get the fragrance. That didn't take long at all. I can smell it already. When I talked about balance in a dish, these almonds will add a crunch. You're going to have the smooth texture of the elk, the savory sweetness of the sauce, and then a little crunch from the almond, which will really, really finish the dish. A little garnish on the side, some fresh dandelion. This could be arugula. This could be mesclun mix. Very simple. Little salt, little pepper. Squeeze a fresh lemon. Gently tossed. Some nice greens to sort of finish the plate, if you will. Let's bring the strawberry sauce over. It's cooked down. It looks really, really delicious. Strawberry. This sauce is amazing. The strawberries just come bouncing across your palate. Really, really fantastic. Let's go ahead and sauce the dish. Be quite generous. A little bit of the jus. That even sounds nice, doesn't it? Just a touch of salt. And there you have it, a beautiful strawberry-driven, strawberry-flavored savory dish. Missouri elk, pan-seared with a strawberry rhubarb sauce, toasted almonds, and a dandelion salad.